Hey, it's David Elder, and today on Texas Eats, we're traveling around the Lone Star State looking for great restaurants you won't want to miss.
Get ready for a Westside taco shop serving up outstanding tortas and birria.
So you got a couple of chismosos running around the place, right?
I didn't say that, you did.
Plus, we check out a popular barbecue joint that recently opened a second location in San Antonio.
I lived above the restaurant in Houston for 3 years. It's a 24-hour deal for me.
And we traveled to a breakfast joint known for family, culture, and great bites.
In 1999, when I wrote up the business plan, this was a void in Houston, and we filled it.
All of that and more right now on Texas Eats. First stop on today's foodie adventure is on the west side of Houston at a taco shop with some serious bites.
Let's go inside Tacos Dona Lena. Joining me now is Angel Cabrera. He is the owner out here at the restaurant. Thank you so much for having us.
Thank you.
And right in front of us, we have all the hits off the menu. You have so much stuff on there. There's a lot of stuff on the menu.
Thank you.
Birria, though, super popular. The machete, some tortas. You also have some tacos on the side. But how did this all get started?
Well, this all came about, my mother, her name's actually Dona Lena, so I named the restaurant after herself. And long story short, my mom sold tacos out of her apartment for 25 years.
Wow.
So she did this for so long, and my ultimate dream was to eventually open a restaurant for her.
These are her recipes?
Yes, sir.
And have you given them any kind of like your own flair, your own kind of little twist to them? Or are these like traditional recipes?
Traditional recipes is all my mom. It's all her recipe. It's just all natural ingredients, and I wouldn't change it for it.
The first one I want to start with right here. This one has a really fun name.
Correct.
And it comes with 3 different street tacos. Talk to me about this dish.
So this is the Tres Chismosas, which is any 3 tacos from the menu. We do offer 16 options of meat, and 3 of them are going to be meatless. So you pick the chismosas, and you pick 3 options, and this is what you get right here.
And which 3 did you pick for us?
I actually got pastor, I got chicken, and I got beef. Customers come to the restaurant, this is what we do. So you get your Tres Chismosas, and then we do this. This is going to be our tomatillo, it's going to be our taco green, this is going to be Dona Lena, this is going to be molcajete, la llorona, and la mocosa. And it's going to be from least to most spicy.
I love La Llorona. I'm going to put that one at the end,
right, baby?
Yeah. You said you got a couple of chismosos running around the place, right?
I didn't say that, you did.
No. This looks fantastic. Cheers to you.
Cheers.
2 street tacos out here. That's the bite. Oh my goodness. Woo!
That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah. I love that you're excited about your own food. That's
good.
Get hyped about it. The Tres Chismosas is a dish that you can get any kind of street taco you want from the menu, put them on there, plus rice and beans. You also have all the hot sauces on the side, all the way from very mild to extra hot. I had to try the extra hot one. It's got a nice kick to it, but you know, if you want to get a little bit mild, you can do that too. The tomatillo salsa is also very good. Heat, the seasoning, give me a secret. What's a seasoning you're using on there that's really bringing out that flavor?
Like I said, we use a lot of all-natural ingredients. One of our major ingredients here is going to be garlic.
Oh.
My mom's going to kill me.
Oh, no. A Mexican restaurant, a Tex-Mex restaurant, only as good as your rice and beans, right? Tell me, give it a try here.
And our rice is going to be traditional Mexican rice. So,
oh my goodness. This is a huge torta. What's inside?
this is one of our new items in the menu, and it's la torta huevona. So la torta huevona, because there's 2 fried eggs in this torta. So it's going to consist of your refried beans or cheese, bistec de puerco, Mexican chorizo, 2 fried eggs, avocado, and my mom's secret recipe on the torta sauce.
You grab that half. I'm going to grab this half.
Cheers to this.
There we go. That's the bite.
Cheers.
Oh, man. Give me some love. Woo!
Typically, this one with a little bit of this. And I see what you did. You were scared of it for the taco.
This torta is massive, and it is loaded up to the brim with everything in the kitchen. The eggs are cooked perfectly, nice and runny, creating that second sauce. The avocados are nice and creamy as well. You have all those proteins that are packed inside. The bread is toasted perfectly. You add some of that hot sauce on there as well, over the top. Super delicious. This one, the machete, it is a traditional dish And it's usually long like this.
Correct.
What are you loading it on with the inside?
So
here?
with our machete, we came up with our own version of a machete because we have to work with what we have in the kitchen. Pretty much 2 tortillas put together with melted cheese and your choice of meat. Remember, we do have 16 options of meat, so we went with beef fajita on this one.
I got beef fajita on the inside, horchata right here. You're also making hojas frescas in-house?
Yes, correct. So this is all natural cucumber with pineapple.
All right, I got it here. Cheers to you.
Cheers to this.
I'm gonna wash down a little bit of this right now. Oh my gosh, it's so good. I'm gonna rip this side up.
I'll get this
Look
side.
how gooey this. Here we go. Rip it. It's like
It
a
is
wishbone.
crispy too.
Who gets? Oh, okay, you won. You get
I
your
won.
wish is gonna come
Of
true.
course.
All right, cheers to you.
Cheers to that.
The machete with the beef fajita. Oh my
Look
god.
how crispy it is.
Wow. I love the texture on that. Gooey on the inside. The beef fajita is so tender. I mean, incredible. The queso tacos, the birria, this is where it's at. The consomme on the side. Talk to me about how you guys prepare it.
So our quesadilla, literally like a 5-hour process to cook this meat. We serve it in a different tortilla as well. It is longer than your typical taco that you see out there.
Oh, yeah.
And everything's made from scratch, homemade.
All right, so we got to go in. I'm gonna get the bottom one. Look at that, the consomme is steaming hot. Give me some lime action too there.
There you go.
Nice. All right, a little bit of lime. We're gonna dip it together in the consomme. The quesadilla tacos. Cheers.
Cheers.
There we go. Oh my. It's more love. Oh my goodness. I've had a lot of birria, and this one out here stands out with those tortillas on the outside, super crispy. And you dunk them into that consomme, and they just have a great crunch, and it survives. It stands up to that consomme, so you can dunk it in there multiple times. You add a little bit of onions, a little bit of cilantro, a little bit of lime on there, some hot sauce if you want to get a little crazy. Super delicious. I highly recommend these tacos. Angel, cheers to you.
Cheers.
You guys, this food is rocking. This is the place to come to. I'm telling you, you're going to want to eat everything.
Now, we're cruising Fredericksburg for a popular brunch spot with insane French toast. Let's see what's on the menu at Sunset Grill. This popular lunch destination was opened in November of 2009 by owner Angela Mancino, a San Diego native who decided to open her own restaurant after years in the food and beverage industry.
I was kind of in the wine industry working for an international wine company, and I moved here and I missed and craved something I used to get at home all the time was a breakfast lunch place, and I knew that was my calling.
Primo, the buckhorn burger, medium.
They have a large menu offering decadent brunch favorites, like their scratch-made caramelized banana French toast. Texas toast gets dipped in a bucket of thick custard-like batter composed of eggs, heavy cream, and seasonings, and then it gets sizzling on a flat top. Once the toast is ready, it gets served on a plate and topped with caramelized bananas and loads of powdered sugar.
If you're looking for something that's just way over the top, right? Something that's just so sweet, so decadent, that almost all your teeth come out when you think about it. This is it. Look at this. This is the caramelized banana French toast. Just covered in powdered sugar, y'all. It's like we're making beignets over here. You're gonna wanna eat this and you won't need anything else. I'm gonna take a bite. And it just, oh my God, it just smells good. There's the bite right there. Stop what you're doing right now. Get in your car, drive to Fredericksburg, order this, change your life. Guaranteed. I want a candle that smells like this. The seasonings shine through so well in the batter. It has that kind of cinnamon vibe to it, but it also has a really sweet level. The powdered sugar just sets it over the top, though. That's where it's at.
As far as sweet things go, that is what I push the most. It's absolutely delicious. We make the caramelized bananas in-house every morning. You can get the full order or just one piece if you just want to try a little bit. Like David said, it's an absolutely big dish. So if you just want to try it, you can do that. But if you're feeling a little lucky, then you could do the whole plate for sure.
If you love French toast, you need to try this dish. When you visit Fredericksburg, Texas, you know you gotta go to the spot that's serving up some killer brunch and breakfast items, including the Eggs Benedict. You have the English muffin, the ham, the Swiss cheese, the poached egg, the hollandaise on top, a little bit of the seasoning that they're doing right here at the expo line, and the potatoes on the side. Now, the fun part about this, the eggs are poached, right? So you can cut right into there. And look at that. Oh, that's killer, y'all.
We do the house-made hollandaise, the Swiss cheese, the ham, and the beautifully grilled English muffin. The potatoes just make it over the top.
That's just yolky goodness. I bet you this whole thing is just pork tender. That's that Swiss cheesy goodness on there, my goodness. Okay, I got a little bit of everything. Here's the bite. That's what you just say, shut your mouth, right there. You're probably gonna eat one of these like hardcore. You're gonna go at it, and then when you go to the second one, you're gonna realize you probably don't have enough room in your belly. There's a lot of food. Nice fried potatoes right there. Give it a bite. The inside of the potatoes are nice and tender. Outside, they got a nice salty flavor to them. A little bit of pepper on there as well. But the outside has a little bit of a texture, so it's a little bit of a crunch, but the inside just melts in your mouth. I'd come up to Fredericksburg just to get this dish. If you're looking for a big lunch item that you're probably gonna have enough left over for dinner, you gotta get the buckhorn burger. This one has the green chilies on there, pepper jack cheese, a half-pound patty, lettuce, tomatoes, bacon, some sauce on top as well. It looks like a little spicy sauce. And then you got a fried egg on top. Now you can add the fried egg. I did that with this one because it's just over the top, it's extreme. I got onion rings on the side as well. Here we go. I'm gonna put it all on there. It comes with a knife to cut it. I'm going in for the real thing. I'm gonna hold this whole bad boy right here. It's got pickles hanging out the side that are calling for help because it's just hiding underneath that big old patty. Red onions just dangling, just like cliffhanger right there. There's the bite. Y'all. Look at this. That's just egg. I liked it so much I put a onion ring on it. Look at that. I just got on my finger. The cheese is melted perfectly. It's like integrated into the bite. All the green chilies are just covered in the gooey, melty pepper jack. Fresh veggies on there, the crispy bacon, great textures, and the fried egg, y'all. That's where it's at. You guys got to come out to Fredericksburg, Texas, South Adams Street, hit up Sunset Grill. This is where it's at. You're going to get over-the-top decadent items. You're going to get the brunch things that you crave. You're also going to get great burgers as well. Friendly service, great people. This is the full package, y'all. And of course, sugary, sweet items like this right here.
Don't go anywhere. Texas Eats will be right back. Welcome back to Texas Eats. Now we're here in downtown San Antonio to go inside the newest barbecue joint in the Alamo City.
Let's go inside Pinkerton's BBQ. Joining me now is Grant Pinkerton. He's the owner and pit master out here at Pinkerton's BBQ. This is the new location here in San Antonio, but this is not your first rodeo. I mean, you've been doing this for a hot second there in Houston.
Yep.
So talk to me about why barbecue is important to you.
Well, one of the reasons why I love barbecue so much is it's a great way to bring people together. You know, we do all communal style seating here normally, and we believe that anybody can come together and agree on some stuff over a good tray of barbecue.
There you go. And I wouldn't say this is good. This is great. Just the way it smells in here. You got the pits off to the side, so the smoke is just outside. It's kind of creeping around. That's why there's a huge line outside. It's just attracting everybody. Before all this even happened, what was the first thing you barbecued? What's the first thing you smoked? And were you really excited when you did it? Did you know that's something you wanted to do?
Yeah, so one of the first things I smoked, I asked my dad for a barbecue grill when I was 12 years old. And the first piece of meat I smoked on there was a brisket. And I always tell people, I said, the first one turned out great and the next 50 turned out terrible. You know, because you got the first one and so I was hooked. And then after that, I decided to start tweaking things and inevitably messed it up. And then finally went back to just keeping it simple, salt, pepper, and great beef.
That's the bite right here.
Like meat butter.
So much love and attention is put into every single item that's out here on the menu. The briskets, the ribs, the dino beef ribs, I mean, everything. The sausages are their own recipes that are made off location. But the briskets, Creekstone, it's a really high quality meat, Black Angus prime meat, and it's all put on there, salt, pepper blend. And he's using his own little blend too, like a little bit of different kinds of pepper, different kinds of salt. So it makes it really unique. And it's just such a quintessential Texas barbecue flavor, but they're just doing something that much better. that you won't find anywhere else. The chicken wings, the pork ribs, the brisket, everything's on point. But this is the big daddy right here.
Oh, yeah.
This is the one that people will drive miles and miles for. They want to come find a big old dino beef rib.
Right.
What's going on here? How you doing it? Oh my gosh. It looks like it's ready to fall off the bone.
It's ready to go. So this is another Creekstone product that we cook here. This is a giant beef ribs. We have them every day. And one of my personal favorites, I always say it's the barbecue side dish, because when you come with 4 guys, you buy one, you can all split it.
I'm gonna give it a bite.
Money.
If you're a carnivore, like a hardcore carnivore, the dino beef ribs where it's at. What is this right here?
All right, this is one of our signature cocktails. Probably sell more of these than anything else. This is our ranch water, lime, topo, candied jalapenos. Now you can buy them by the bucket.
Wow. A way you can tell that this place is from Houston, a little bit of that Cajun influence, a little bit of that Louisiana influence, right? So you got some boudin on the menu, and you got that jambalaya on the menu as well, a little bit of duck in there. And that comes from Grant's background in hunting. He's incorporating all those different flavors, his passions, into his food.
Grant Pinkerton is a Texas native, and his family's been here since the early settlers of the Lone Star State. The house pictured here is the Pinkerton family home that was built in the late 1800s by George B. Culver. The house is still owned by the family today.
Did your dad do this? Did your grandfather do this? Is this something in your family that you just took on, or you just started learning and doing it?
I started learning when I was young. When I was about 9, I had a real passion and curiosity for cooking, and especially meat and live fire. I kind of started doing a lot of grilling.
What was it like when you saw that you were mentioned as one of the best barbecue joints in Texas?
You know, it's hard to make grown men cry, but I don't know if I was a grown man yet, but I definitely shed some tears. You know, that was a really great moment in my life because it kind of justified the hard work that I had put in. With the recognition, you know, I lived above the restaurant in Houston for 3 years. It's a 24-hour deal for me, and to see your name in the paper like that, it was a really special moment.
The sausage to the dino beef ribs, the brisket, I mean, you can't go wrong. Even the chicken wings, a little different, but they're gonna blow your mind. Thank you so much for having us out here.
Thanks for coming out.
You guys, Pinkerton's BBQ, it's open. Ironically, it's over here when you exit Houston.
Yeah.
And, you know, from Houston, there you go. But this is the place to come to. This is the new spot to try. Downtown now has just a really amazing barbecue joint that we can be really proud of out here in San Antonio. I think this is great, man. Thank you so much.
Awesome. Thanks for coming by.
Don't go anywhere. Texas Eats will be right back.
Welcome back to Texas Eats. Now we're here in Midtown in Houston to go inside of a restaurant that's serving up fried chicken, catfish, grits, and all of the breakfast classics. Let's go inside the Breakfast Club. Joining me now is Marcus Davis. He is the steward of the grits out here. He's
Chief gritologist.
Chief gritologist out here at the Breakfast Club. Thank you so much for having us.
Oh, thank you for coming out.
And right in front of us, we have some of the hits off of the menu. I mean, you got chicken, you got the French toast, you got the waffles, the eggs, the sausage, and the catfish with the grits. I mean, how did this all start?
In 1999, when I wrote up the business plan, this was a void in Houston, and we filled it.
I love that so much. You came in here and you gave everybody what they needed.
Right.
I mean, just a fun place to bring the family, have breakfast, enjoy yourself, great music. I mean, it's smooth in here, y'all. And then plus, I mean, the ambiance that you have in here is just incredible. Now, we're gonna be doing a demo. You're gonna show us how you make your French toast. I'm gonna be helping out today.
Yes.
And we're gonna be doing some of the sausage, the bacon, and I'll be making some eggs over here. You're gonna show us how you make your French toast. What's the secret behind it?
The secret behind the French toast, I will tell you.
Okay, tell me.
It's French, right?
Yeah.
And it's Texas toast. We get our bread from Paris.
Paris, Texas.
Dad joke.
You are full of dad jokes today.
Everything is better with butter, baby.
That's right.
Everything.
I like to share this with people too. And in my experience, there's the 3 B's of Southern cooking: butter, biscuits, and bacon.
Man, there you go.
And it's going to make everything better.
Let the church say amen.
Talk to us about what goes into your mix over here.
Straightforward. We got a little egg, got a little milk, got a little cinnamon, got a little nutmeg.
The French toast is a straightforward recipe. A little bit of nutmeg, a little bit of cinnamon in there, and lots of love. The vanilla extract, just enough in there, the heavy cream, some eggs, and he's dipping in there that Texas toast, and it's just fantastic. It's so on point. I'm gonna try some of your French toast over here.
Oh, you got it. Man, give it a go.
Everything is simplicity done right. It's just goodness. I'm gonna try some of this catfish right here.
Dip it in that butter, man.
Give it that butter.
There we go. Dip it in that yolk.
I don't want you to get a bite too, so come get your fork, get in on this. Oh, what are you gonna do with it?
I'm not getting my fork. I'm gonna break a piece of catfish. Cheers,
There you
bam.
go. That's the catfish and the grits. Oh my goodness.
If you don't stop your catfish in your egg, you know what I'm saying?
You're doing it wrong.
You're doing something wrong.
The breading on the outside with a little bit of cornmeal in there, so you're getting that real nice crunch. On the inside, just tender, fall apart, flaky catfish. You mix that with the grits, take that bite in the butter, a little bit of the eggs on there. It is phenomenal. I want to try some of this chicken, and I love that you're doing like a southern fried chicken wing over here. Cheers. Absolutely great flavor on the wings. Super crunchy. Once again, you guys really know how to build that batter, that crunchiness on the outside. The chicken out here is next level. Being brined overnight, that marinade soaking deep down into the meat, into the bone, and then you get that crunch on the outside, that southern breading on there, a little bit of seasoning on there as well. I mean, absolutely incredible. You don't have to add anything to it, but if you put a little syrup on there, it's gonna take it to that next level.
Yeah.
Marcus, give me some love. Thank you so much.
Oh, thank you, man. I'm glad y'all came to hang out with
I mean,
us.
the Breakfast Klub, such a cool spot here and in Houston, and
Yes.
you have to come visit it. One of the top-rated restaurants according to Yelp nationally, all across the United States. You have to come give them a try.
Don't go anywhere. Texas Eats will be right back.
Thank you so much for joining us on today's episode of Texas Eats. And to get more information and a map on all the restaurants that you've seen on today's show, just go to our website, clicktohouston.com/Texas Eats. And don't forget to follow us on social media at Texas Eats TV on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. And don't forget to join us right here on KPRC2 every Sunday at 10:30 in the morning, because this is how Texas Eats.